final whistle blows and Clare are in the All-Ireland final for the first time in 11 years. Only for the second time in history have Clare beaten Kenny in the championship.
Everyone wants to be back in an All-Ireland final. It's a tough road, obviously. It's not easy to win inter-county matches. It's not easy to win finals. It's not easy to win semi-finals. And when you do, there's a great sense of satisfaction. Great excitement, great for the county, great for our supporters, and obviously great for our players.
Collins gets ready to clear. Shane Kingston, they were taken asunder, torn apart, humiliated in 2021, and they've won it here. Cork are through to the All-Ireland final.
Huge anticipation in Cork GA at the moment, and the Cork public as regards how we do it. But I suppose our job is to get the lads back on ground. Look, obviously we had a fantastic win against Limerick, get fellas back down to here and get fellas really focused on what will be a formidable opposition in Clare on the 21st of July.
5 points between the teams as Liam Gordon blows the half-time whistle. It's Kilkenny, 1 goal and 10 points. Clare, 8 points.
There was an awful lot of frustration in our dressing room, particularly at half-time, with how we played. Didn't reach the level that we had hoped that we would reach. Didn't reach the level that our preparation would have implied that we would have got to. So there was a huge amount of frustration amongst not just the management, but management and players, everyone involved in the setup. We didn't play brilliantly, but we were still in the game, and then we were able to improve our performance in the second half and get the win and progress.
So that's played short for Shane Barrett. Will O'Donoghue in front of him. Barrett backs himself. Off he goes. He's really quick. Wants to be in these situations. Barrett. Nicky Quaid got a touch and it's gone over for a point. An epic first half. We'll have to get the thesaurus out to get a word better than that for the second half, because this is going to be absolutely incredible drama here in Croke Park. At the break, Limerick 16 points, Cork 111.
Half-time was a situation where we were down 2 or 3 points, but I think that score before half-time gave us that bit of comfort going into the break, that the lads knew that they had still the game in their own hands. We hadn't played as well as we could, but obviously from our point of view it was about going back out, resetting, knowing we wanted to get at in the second half. You know, we got our puck-outs going, hit the brakes a bit harder, and the lads showed great resilience to get back into the game.
Great catch again. That was wonderful. Robert Downey, full back 3 years ago, ruling the air in the half-back line now. And Limerick look all over the place at the back. Seamus Harnedy again. Another score. Cork can't believe this. Punches the air in delight. They've owned the third quarter. Will they own the fourth? 7 they lead by.
Conscious that we have to get better. We have to get it up a couple of notches to try and get to the level that Cork are at.
I suppose our biggest takeaways from the win over Limerick would be that, I think it was the resilience that we had, that look, even when they got on top of us, that we were able to keep a couple of scores going, that the lads showed great mental fortitude in the way they went about the game, and look, we really stayed connected together as a group. Lads really backed each other up, and look, I think especially in the second half we really attacked the ball and we put Limerick under pressure. And look, in fairness to Limerick, they came back at us really strong towards the end of the second half, and look, we're a bit unlucky probably not to get a draw.
Ian Galvin looking around to retain the possession. Tony Kelly from the middle of Croke Park goes for the score and he's got it. Listen to the roar.
The game has changed so much over the last number of years, but at the same time it's still a game of hurling. So, you know, I wouldn't be throwing out everything that I would have learned, say, from Ger Loughnane or from managers that I would have had in the past. But at the same time, the game has evolved, and there's so much expertise and knowledge that is feeding into performances now. So it's, yeah, there's an awful lot of information that goes into preparing an inter-county team. But at the same time, there's a lot of core values that you need from, 30 years ago or 60 years ago that are still relevant now.
Shane O'Donnell, Clare looking for something special. O'Donnell on for Rogers, and Rogers finishes. Goal and 4 for Mark Rogers.
There's matchups all over the field that are going to be crucial, whether it's in our full back line, their full back line, our half back line, their half back line, midfield. You've key matchups all over the field. So I wouldn't pin it down to any particular player or any particular matchup. There's so much that can go on. The expectation that in order to win now you have to get up to that 30-point mark.
All the way in it goes, it bounces there for Darragh Fitzgibbon, and Fitzgibbon hits it in. There's a chance still, and it's in the back of the net. Walloped into the back of the net by Rob Downey. Deep into stoppage time, 76 minutes in, 2 points between them.
We look forward to the final. We can't wait for it, to be honest with you. Look, this is what we strive for at the start of the year, to be in an All-Ireland final. That was our goal. Obviously, look, since we came involved, look, it's all about, if you're a Cork person and you're in charge of the Cork hurling team, it's about winning All-Irelands. That's what the history is about. That's what the jersey is meant to people. That's what the people before us have been able to deliver, and that's what our job is to deliver. Look, it's going to be a huge task against Clare. They're a fantastic team, but from our point of view, look, we know we can perform, and if we perform, we'll be right there.
I think we're in good shape. We've worked really hard. We've you know, sometimes you don't get the reward for the work that you put in, and sometimes you do. So we're hoping that we will get the reward for what we've done. We've a really tremendous bunch of committed guys, some of the best players that that's ever played the game in our county, and we've great faith in them. We've great faith in our supporters, that they'll come in big numbers. So we're hoping that we can improve, we can get better, and we can take on Cork.